Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Murphy.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Right. Yes. Good morning. Aidan's not with us today, so you've got me, I'm afraid. Today is Thursday, the 20th of June. We are 3 weeks into this month. Let's say I'm Griffiths, your standing chairman. I am supported by a leadership team. If they would please all stand and introduce themselves.
Good morning, I'm Brian, Social Secretary.
Morning, Vincent. I'm Chair of the Membership Committee and I'm also the official timekeeper.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm Terry, the dual membership and recruitment to outstanding for Scotland does tax figures and.
Well, actually, let me tell you about that. Who's been on live chat this week?
Yes.
Anyone been on live chat this week?
Now.
It's a new handsome face of live chat.
Oh.
I'm going to change it this week to someone else's handsome face. We've just run through it. Thanks, Howard. Thanks for the lens.
Can we sit down now?
You can sit down. Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. First point on the agenda is the performance lead, so I shall hand across to Terry.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. So we've got the performance lead here, and pretty good actually. 3 members of the top 100 points. 2 of you are on 99 points. So come on, you're going on. Paul, big Paul, Toby, 1 point road, 100 points. And that's after only 2 weeks before.
They're here today.
They're here today. Get you together.
So I'm 99.
You are 99. So we've got in 3rd place Terry with 106, 2nd place 416, and way out in front at the minute 197 for Scott. I'm sure it's having plenty of work there. And Toby 99. Pass it down, you can have it.
I've been told to take a back seat.
Ruining it for
He's sandbagging, aren't you?
There's a handicap in place, man.
not teabagging.
Before I progress any further, with Aidan missing today, there won't be a vlog unless somebody else
Stuart.
chooses to write.
Stuart.
There's another AI.
Do we have a volunteer?
I won't because I'm doing the synergy meeting notes as well.
Of course. What, any other kind volunteers?
I can do it if I can have the recording.
You can have pay attention. Pay attention now.
What do that for?
What do
Yeah.
watch it retrospectively?
You get to have a sneak peek before it goes to the public.
Yeah.
We'll do that then. Terrific. Okay, thank you, Toby.
Might be tomorrow for us to get that.
Did you get points for that?
Of course, you get some points for that, yeah.
200.
The next on my agenda is today's education business session. However, I don't remember that from these. So hopefully you know. It was announced on Ben's email yesterday. Hold on, what's that? Is it Toby? It's just being. I think that was minus 84 points.
81. Oh no, 79.
Get on with it, come on. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who's on the exercise. As you all know, Shanane's not here because I love a metaphor. I'm also, as some of you may know, a big fan of Formula 1. I'm going to do a metaphor about football instead. But bear with me because what I know about football can be on the fingers of 1 foot. So I think there's some good metaphors between football and business. With the Euros being on. So anybody got any ideas? Metaphors, football, business, anything? Shit.
Managers, jumpers for goalposts.
Yeah, that's a good one. Come on.
Training.
Expand on it. Okay, so let's start off with team dynamics. So in the football team, you've got lots of different roles. You've got, I believe, strikers, midfielders, defenders, goalkeepers. Well, one goalkeeper normally. You might know. And in business, you've got the same. You've got you've got different people in a business, and even if you are on your own, you don't have any employees, you've still got your support staff, the people you outsource to. So all those people need to come together to give success to the overall business and team. Leadership, you've got team captain, you've got the manager who sets the strategy, motivates the team. In business, the managers guide the company, set the strategy, and motivate the employees and inspire them. You've got strategy and planning. Football teams have to develop game plans and they adjust their tactics during the match. Companies create strategic plans, they adapt their strategies in response to market conditions. Got to be flexible, like I said, football teams adjust their tactics depending on the game dynamics. Businesses need to be agile, need to adapt to market changes. You've got to manage risks in football and business. If you want to take a long shot, you've got to weigh up the risk of that. Same in business, if you're taking risky decisions like launching new products or services, you've got to weigh up potential rewards versus the risks. You've got to track your stats, your metrics. So you track stats such as, I believe, possession and shots on goal. Thank you. It's Google choose. Same in business, you've got your KPIs, your key performance indicators to measure your success. Teams compete to outplay each other, using their strengths to exploit their opponent's weaknesses. Same in business, you've got to compete for market share with superior products and services. You've got to score goals in football, I believe. Both short-term, you've got to aim for goals short-term to win the match, but also long-term objectives such as to win the league or to avoid relegation. Same in business, you've got short-term sales targets and long-term strategic goals for growth and profitability. Training, players have to train and develop their skills, and in business you've got to have continuous professional development, help employees improve. This can't be my own typing. Innovation, you say, creativity. Creative playmaking can surprise opponents and lead to scoring opportunities. Same in business, innovative products and processes and services can differentiate. And you've got to maintain momentum. If you're playing a game, you've got to maintain that pressure and capitalise on goal scoring. And in business, you've got to maintain momentum through continuous improvement, and it's crucial to achieving your long-term goals. So lots of correlation between football and business. So yeah, that's it from me. My think it's all over. Isn't it?
Thank you, Toby. I was close to picking up and blowing a whistle myself to call time, but that was great. Well done. Next agenda item is membership matters. Over to Terry, I believe we have to.
Oh yeah, thank you very much, Scott. Yeah, so I think it's coming along in the back. It's like there's a number of ages, and then we've got a load. So we've got about 4 or 5 membership matters, I think, that good friend Vince is helping with. When you're contacted by the membership committee chairman, please make sure you cooperate wherever it is important for the process, and we do actually look at it and consider things and have a chat with people if need be. So when you get your contact from Vince, please do it as quick as you can, get it back to him. He'll then circulate to the rest of the committee, and then we'll do what the committee does. So all those who have been contacted recently.
Okey-dokey. I'm going to now pass around 2 boxes. The business card box is going to go that way. And the beginnings is getting there. This box is slowly evolving. Do please make sure that you try and record as much as possible on the green forms so that we can top that all up. Okay, we're going to move into the 60-second round now. Your chance to stand up and properly contribute to the meeting. Last week we were set a challenge, if you recall, to come up with and include a memory hook into our 60-second presentations. I promised you a 15-point bonus memory hook. I promised you a 15-point bonus if I could identify one of those when I'm sat here doing my little mark sheet. So if you say something that looks like, sounds like a good, I'll tick it off and we'll see where it goes from. You know how I like to play the 60-second round. It comes with groans and moans, but I'm doing nominations again. Please, folks. So, the Oscar winner last week was Stuart. He's got an Oscar down now on the table in front of him. Stuart will begin with the 60-second presentations today. Of course, our timekeeper is Mr. Vincent. Good. After 50 seconds, you'll hear this noise. And after 60 seconds, he will join you just like that. At which point, shut up and sit down. Sit. So, nominations is what we're going to play. You cannot nominate anyone sitting to your left or to your right. Anyone else in the room?
How far? Anyone to my left.
The person directly to your left or directly to your right. That's the rule. So a student can use both. So 60-second presentation round. Away we go, Stuart. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Stuart from LG Networks. And a really interesting or new, quite exciting little add-on came into our product line this week. Music on hold. You know, when you put your customers on hold and you get a little message saying, hello, we are LG Networks, we do this, that, and the other. We've always been able to do those, but they're quite expensive. You have to get a voice artist recording and that sort of stuff. We've now got an AI tool that does it for you. Yeah, AI, very exciting. Basically, this AI tool, you go onto your website, onto a portal, you put in your website, it scans your website and it puts together a message for you. It records it all for you, puts some music on it for you, you can choose it, and you can then go in and edit it if you want to and make it tighten it up a little bit. And then you can go in and change that as often as you want. If you've got a special offer, you've got a product, you've got Christmas gifts, all that sort of stuff. Used to be hundreds of pounds, and now it's like a fraction of that cost. So if you know someone wants some greetings or auto-attendant messages, info on hold, contact me, Stuart at LG Networks. LG Networks, your networks simplified.
And your
I leave that off, Matt.
and your nomination.
Who fancies it? Toby.
Morning, everybody. Don't start the timer yet.
55 seconds.
Okay, go. All right, you can start now. No. We don't currently have an architect in this business, and Nick's not here, so I'm actually going to become the architect and the structural engineer of this business. I've always loved buildings, architecture, that sort of thing. I wanted to be an architect when I was younger, but realised I wasn't creative enough, so I did a useless degree in quantity surveying instead. What I'm talking about here is my desire to provide simple forms of architecture for business, simple structures to help people run their businesses. Having that systemised approach is really valuable to business owners. It helps you to have various steps along the process that are easy to follow. You know where you are in the process at any time. Efficiency when delivering service. Improves the client experience and satisfaction because it's all working well and smoothly. Reduces stress and uncertainty for yourself. And it also lends itself well to you having a better work-life balance. You've got good architecture and good structural design in your business. So that's Toby Acton, building your business through good structural design and architecture.
It's too long.
And your nomination.
Somebody I think would be really crap.
Vincent from Speedprint. In addition to the regular business cards that we do, full colour, both size, 450 grams silver with a matte lamination, we also do these really seriously expensive foiled cards on a lovely thick board. This is pale gold. This company really wanted to make a serious impression, and these cards are reassuringly expensive. They paid, I can't bear to say it, they paid £265 for each set of 250 for these. They're that expensive. You can get digital foiling cards online, but they're shit. So that's, if you want to make a serious impression, these are the cards for you. So it's Vincent speed print, you think it, we ink it.
And information, please, Vince.
15 points, please. Clara.
Just gonna have a tea.
I know.
Clara Downton from Downton Mortgages and Financial Services. As you all know, I've been away for the last few days, but yesterday I had a lovely recommendation review come in from a client. I would highly recommend Clara. She was professional, patient, and worked out of usual business hours to facilitate my recent remortgage. So it's lovely to get those kind of reviews. And business did keep on moving when I was outside of the country with Shannon supporting and me picking up where needed. So it really does show that, you know, you can now have a global business that works regardless. So from dream to done, your home is our priority, and we will do everything we can to help you get your home. So it's Clara Downton, Downton Mortgages and Financial Services.
Thank you. Any nominations?
Thanks.
Well, then, please, thanks to Mercury Electrical. We're based in Brentwood, we're IC registered electricians. Just to give you a flavour of what we've done this week. We've replaced the rewire. This took us around about 2 weeks to do this rewire because we get someone's house and the furniture was there, let's go with the furniture and stuff like that. We've installed an electric vehicle charger. We've been down to an office in Penning Town, London to do some alterations, but some walls moved. We've been out to the same place actually to see they've fault on one of their floors where they've got all the power. So we fixed that for them. We started doing some new light containment warehouse. We've been out doing some fault finding and some repairs. And also carried out some testing for some landlords to bring their properties up to scratch. And we've also removed some, just a small job, removed some lights for a decorator so they can paint the ceilings and stuff like that. So that's Dave Mercury Electrical, switched on to your needs.
Strong contender.
Team.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Kelly from Executive Services, offer a secretarial accounting service. The sun's out, the weather's changing. I'm looking for want to take their clients out for a day. Go to golfing, cake and shooting, but they just haven't got the time because they're tied up behind their desk. So if you know anybody who's just complaining that they want to take the staff out but haven't got the time, please pass on your details because I'll be happy to help. So that's me, Tina. Liberty Executive Services. I'm not an I'm
Tina, your nomination, please.
My nomination is Matt.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Barry from Blue Seraph. We have recently been working with a client who are a sort of lifestyle clothing brand, and we've been actually working on their marketing strategy. They've created a marketing strategy, so we've been innovating with them to look at how we can better get traction with their customers. And then we're creating a fantastic brand and looking to expand on their existing brand so that we can get consistency and real brand recognition both locally but also online, so that ultimately we will elevate their brands, their sales and their lifestyle. That's Matt Barry. We innovate, we create, we elevate.
Nomination, please.
My nomination is Paul.
Paul Booth from Booth & Co, Chartered Certified Accountants based in Brentwood. Over the last few months we've been doing lots of capital gains tax declarations for clients, and lots of people have been cashing in on their secondary properties, trying to release some money, and also worried about any future capital gains tax increases. There's a 60-day window to make the declaration and to pay the tax. Been doing lots of those. Obviously, our job is to try and legally reduce the tax as much as possible. So I'm today looking for anyone who's looking to or about to sell their buy-to-let property, maybe hasn't got an accountant, or not happy with the advice, or can't do it themselves. That's Paul Booth from Booth & Co. Minimise tax, most likely.
And Paul, your nomination.
I'm going to go for Brian, please.
Morning everybody, Brian, Pilgrim Therapy. Recently finished therapy with a computer therapy with a lady who had a phobia about moths and butterflies, particularly butterflies. Last summer, sunny day, she sits in the garden, dozing away, and a butterfly landed on her lips. She shrieked and thought it was trying to get into her mouth, and she never relaxed in her garden during last summer. Happily, we completed the therapy. I had an email from her on Tuesday saying she spent Monday, which remember was a glorious day, in her garden. So I'm looking for people to feel a phobia about flying insects and other creepy crawlies. I'm going to nominate for a superior interior.
Wow, somebody else's tagline.
Thank you, Brian. Morning, everyone. I am dedicated to transforming busy lives with exceptional spaces. And I create beautiful, functional interiors for clients who don't have the time or ideas to do it themselves. So my passion is turning your vision into reality, ensuring each space reflects your unique style and meets your lifestyle. That's me, Leanne of Brooklyn Interiors, and call me if you want to put the va-va-voom back in your room. Thank you.
Thank you. Your nomination.
Nomination would be Blake.
Blake from Ammo Life, your go-to outdoor water and air source supplier. I'm going to start with the tagline, which is inspired by Tina, which you just said. I'm not going to go for an air source one, because sun's out, guns out. On a more serious note, we are misconstrued as just selling stuff for airsoft and outdoors. There is no reason why these little boxes can't be used for everything else. Like Mike, who brought a box for his camera stuff. Benji's group of D&D, who are looking for these for their D&D stuff. Molly pouches, which now conveniently fits onto my laptop bag. The little pouches and cables. And t-shirts for everyday wear, which again, Mike brought and wears. Lots of stuff. But the construed is we're just airsoft and outdoors, whereas really you can use them for anything. So that's Blake dominating the outdoors. Thank you very much. And I'm
Dominating and you're nominating.
I'm nominating James.
James Brown Insurance, General Insurance Brokers. So as always, we'll have a crack at most things, but I'm doing an awful lot on construction at the moment. So your builders, your roofers, your scaffolders, your cladding constructors, anyone out there doing a proper job, getting their hands dirty. I'm walking them through it. They don't like doing paperwork. They like being outside and getting their hands dirty. A chap I was speaking to this week, we've gone, stripped it all the way back. We've been paying completely wrong amount for the last few years, actually too little. So he's paying more this year. But at the end of the conversation, I said, I'll get it sorted and I'll send you the quote. He went, don't bother, just get it on cover. I know you'll do it right. It doesn't matter what the premium is and I'll pay it. Fortunately, compliance means I can't pay for my next holiday with the premium that I can overcharge him. So it's golden. But yeah, they do need a little bit more attention sometimes because it's just not natural to them. So anybody in the construction industry, send them my way. Okay. Wrap it up then. So James Brown Insurance, getting it right so we can sleep soundly at night, but not together. I will go to a ball.
Morning all. This week I'm asking if anyone knows any contacts in the housing association, property maintenance, estate agents, letting agents, water management. We offer a really good service. We've got a nice big team. We can get out same day, next day, whenever suits them. We reply to emails, we answer phone calls, we don't shy away from work. As that tagline says, we're big enough to trust and small enough to do. So anyway, so if anyone knows any contacts within their industry, we are perfect. We do dripping taps all the way to a complicated boiler repair. The other day we went out all the way up to Thetford to do 4 rads in one working and back again. So it was all good fun. So anyway, winter, spring, autumn, summer, cool talk, all could be nice. Well.
And your nomination, please.
I'm going to go for Mike, please.
That is cross me off, haven't we? Right, Mike from Blackwood Media. So last week I spoke briefly about looking for academies, training schools for businesses and that sort of thing. On a slightly related note, this week I'm looking for just general schools, academies, colleges, that type of thing. Because when you're trying to choose where your kids are going to go, you look at the Ofsted reports, you look at sort of the results they're putting out, but it's also an emotive thing. You want to send your kids somewhere they're going to be happy, it's going to have a good time and that. If you go on their website and have a look through the pictures and it all looks a bit naff and crap, the building looks a bit dilapidated, it's not going to inspire you to be sending your kids there. So if you know of any schools, colleges, universities, things like that, that have got cheap looking websites, send them my way and we'll improve it and get them more people along. It's Mike at Blackwood Media, making your business or school look for business. Thank you. And I'll nominate Howard.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. Howard Burke from Clear Financial Advice, we're independent financial advisors in Brentwood. I'm seeing a client later on this morning who's got quite a large portfolio, and he's managed this himself. And over the last year, it's done really, really well. And he's asked me to review it, to give him some pointers, and I'm going to tell him to completely change it. The reason I'm going to tell him to completely change it, it's done so well because markets have rallied, and he's managed to capture all the upside and then some. But what happens when markets go up? Oh, they go down. And I think if he doesn't make some changes, he's going to really feel the bite of that decline in the markets, which will come at some point. Don't know when, but it will come at some point. So I'm going to try and convince him to change it completely without insulting him, which has got a lot of work in this thing that's done really well. So I've got to try and be a little bit delicate how I put this across to him. But I will do that because it's in his best interest that I do so. If money matters to you being none the wiser, you need a clear
Nomination, Howard, please.
Jane.
Thank you very much. So, Jane here from the English Green Tea Company. I've had a quintessentially British week because I was giving a talk and afternoon tea at the Goring Mayfair, which is very nice. They even have a private garden for bubbly reception and so on. Very nice. And it reminded me about our quintessentially British tea towels. I would say that almost every tea towel you pick up in a store will have been made in, can you guess? China. And we went to great extremes and paid more to have British made tea towels. Sometimes people don't get why ours might be a little dearer, although at the moment £5 each instead of £8. That's a bargain. But our jams are made with British fruit. Where we can, we support Britain. Sometimes people couldn't give the monkeys, but we feel we should because we're the English Green Tea Company. So British tea towels, full cotton, very nice, with manners tips on. Don't put your elbows on the table, don't talk with your mouth full, all the obvious ones. Thank you for that. And my tagline is a fresh take on tradition. I would like to nominate our Chris, please.
Morning all, Chris from Travel Osterford. I have to keep looking down because there's just too much to remember here every week on offers. But has anyone been on a cruise before?
No.
What do you think? You like it?
Yeah. Love it.
You love it, right. Virgin Cruises launched about 3 or 4 years ago. Really fantastic experience. £1,059 per person, and that includes a 7-night cruise with 4 stopovers, a night stay in a hotel in Barcelona and a 4-star hotel for bed and breakfast before you get on the ship. These ships have got 20 restaurants, 10 bars, a running track around the whole ship. They've got saunas, they've got spas, they've got pretty much everything you could want. The actual cruise takes in free upgrade to a sea view double superior room, and that's for nothing. So not inward facing, outward facing. Sailing from Barcelona, stopping at Marseille, Cannes, Ajaccio, which is in Corsica, and then cruising down to Ibiza, overnighting Ibiza on the ship, sailing back down to Barcelona, flying from Gatwick, and that's all luggage included. And that's £1,059 per person. That is really, really good.
Include the flight?
Thank you. Everything. Everything. Oh, sorry. Tagline. Never just a holiday, always an experience.
Yes. Can we all go as the Christmas event?
Yeah.
Your nomination, please, Chris.
My nomination is John.
Good morning, everybody. I want to talk about access control today. We do all types of access control systems, whether it's just a simple keypad
whether you want a fob reader, whether you want a ring to open your door, or whether you want to use a fingerprint to actually open the door. We can supply that for you anywhere. For large organisations, we will go anywhere in the world, because everywhere is only a couple of inches on our map. So if it's down in Bournemouth, where Toby's going, we'll go down there. Whether it's in Amsterdam, we'll go there. It all depends on the size of the client. So if you still want a small keypad, we can do it. If you want a big system, we can also do it. So that's me, applying technology to security.
John, your nominee.
I will nominate Vince.
Okay.
Has he?
So just have one.
Yeah, no, I forgot to say, you think we foil it? Down, please. Carry on, sorry. Too late.
Andy from Last Day Guardian IT Services. Today is my last fully employed and hopefully last fully employed day. And then from tomorrow I am the Lone Ranger, as they were. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. As many contacts with sites as possible for myself, with like dental practices, schools, care homes, just for them, golf clubs, football clubs. Basically, any site that's quite small, independent as such, would be on my radar. And then just to thank you all, because the main reason I'm probably doing this is because I've come here, seen you all sort of do it and manage it. I've been thinking about it for a couple of years, but coming here just made me, if you lot can do it, then why can't I do it as well? So yeah, Andy from Flow Water Hygiene, as of tomorrow, keeping your water on the flow.
Nice. Thank you. And your nomination, please?
Terry. Good morning, everybody. Terry Megan from CM Law. As you know, I do debt recovery amongst other things. And I had a client whose case had finished yesterday. Won't owe a lot of money, 3,900 quid, but they're an existing client, so they'll do it anyway. I wrote a letter to full claim, the debtor stupidly ignored me. They issued court proceedings and claimed some more costs, and my client rang yesterday, so they've been paid in full. Not only did they get the £3,900, they got the compensation of £210, about 80 quid interest, court costs and fees, so actually didn't cost them a penny. They got their money back in full, without any deductions, even with my charges. So if you know anyone that's owed money, even if it's a relatively small amount like this, it's quite a small amount, the clients will be like, well, should we instruct you to do it? Yeah, of course you should. If it's your money, we should get it back. That's not my tagline, by the way.
Should be.
For legal advice that's first rate, call CM Law.
Nice.
And your nomination?
Oh, what's going to nominate you? I can't work with you.
Oh, you
Morning, everyone. Neil from the event catering, as per usual, super busy. But this time we get to brag about the fact that we're going to Copenhagen for a corporate event in a few weeks. A couple of months after that, we're going to Oslo. And our big announcement is we've just signed the contracts for the Game Fair 2024 at Blenheim Palace. So we're now opening up a 150-seat public pop-up restaurant, which also includes 10 days of crew catering, 2 100-seater hospitality barbecues, and a 400-head traders party as well. And in fact, it's so busy with so much going on, we're throwing Tina in the back of the van and she's now being forced to come with us. And that's on top of all the ninja jobs, which includes Pub in the Park next week in Chiswick, Pub in the Park Reigate the week after, and then about 5 weeks after that, Pub in the Park St Albans. So we are mental busy. So that's Neil from an event catering, making special, taste incredible.
Good. Who are you going to nominate, Neil?
I don't think there's anyone left to us, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. Yes, Scott from SEO. Making the web work is a recycled tagline. We work for companies that are making work of the web, struggling to get things efficiently working for them. I've spoken about it quite a lot, and I seem to have found myself some kind of horrible magnetic niche, spending lots of time working. My largest client, Euroloop, toilet hire, septic tanks, all of those horrid things. Moving into pest control, rats, fleas, bed bugs, and all of that. Lots of other things. And then Matt kindly delivers me another project last night. Poop scooper. Cheers, buddy. So yes, my magnetic niche of toilets and trouble should be a tagline, shouldn't it? So Scott making the web. Some shit web stuff, something like that. Oh, it's me. Right. Okie dokie. With that done, I'm going to hand back to our Oscar nominator Stuart to give us his award for today.
Yes. Well done on the tagline as well. Vince, I was just curious who those cards were for. The group. What's the nature of their business?
The enigmagroup.com. No, I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah. And Tina, I was wondering why are some of your clients tied up behind their desk? What have you been doing? Okay. Yes, yeah, very average selection of 60 seconds. At best, if I'm honest. But mine was probably the best. Actually, I really actually like Howard's. And not just because it's sat next to me.
Right. Next item on the agenda is the Synergy Team report. Do we have anything? Excuse me, do we have anything to say?
Oh, well, you mean the one coming after this meeting?
Well, if we've had one, we normally have a moment just to say.
Yes,
I did mine the last week.
So I'm aware that we do have one following today's meeting, is that correct?
Yes, please.
So we'll convene outside in the usual spots where Jane will be our host.
Yes, thank you.
Right, then let us move forwards to the highlight of today's meeting. Yes, which is our 10-minute presentation. Let me introduce, therefore, today's speaker, who is Mr. Stuart Smallcombe. Seen a great number of these over the years. The date is today. His business name is LG Networks, and Stuart is the owner and director of that business. Nature of his business is voice and data networks, and location and areas covered: West End to South End. 4 items chosen from the funny sheet it says on here. Stuart's best day out, couple of beers, watching the rugby with his friends. Excellent. His favourite band and why? The Cure. Music for every mood. His favourite holiday location and why? Ibiza. Fun and sunshine. There's enough for everyone. A satisfying achievement of Stuart's coaching Brentwood Rugby Club for over 10 years. Stuart, over to you. Thank you very much.
Morning, everybody. Right, okay, I think this is my 20th year in the UK. So it's quite hard to come up with something original. But as we've got a few new members, I just thought I'm just going to go back and cover some of the basics. So many of you would have heard this many times before. This is who we are. So we're LG Networks, London Gateway Networks. If you want to give us our full name, but LG Networks to our friends. We're a small family-based company based here in Brentwood. There's 10 of us in the company. Myself and Brett, who we doubled up as cousins as well. We were cousins first, came after. There's us two, we're kind of like governors, if you like. We've got 3 provisioning staff in the office. There's me, Callie, Jane. They kind of do all the line processing and all the order processing, get everything through. 3 engineers, guys in the vans, going out and about doing the physical on-site installations. 1 finance and accounts person, Debs, who a lot of you will know. She's brilliant. She looks after every pound in the company like it's her own. She's fantastic. And 1 sort of quality HR process manager as well, who's smaller. So what do? So we have 5 core services, okay? Number 1, VoIP. Voice over IP telephony.
telephones. Number two, connectivity, internet services, mobiles. We know what mobile phone is as well. And then networks, which is the infrastructure. And our fifth and final one, I'm going to do a drum roll and a little reveal at the end. Yeah. So, those are a little bit more in depth about what we do. So, VoIP, VoIP over internet. Basically, it's a business telephone system, okay, that allows, because it's internet based, it can be used by anybody, any place, okay? So, the old days we used to have everybody in the office, a telephone system bolted to the wall, connected to a bit of a copper phone line. Don't need that anymore. It's all internet based. As long as you can plug your phone into an internet connection, you can work from anywhere. Better than that, actually, you don't actually need a phone anymore. Okay, most people now actually use it through their laptop or through an app on their mobile. It allows you to kind of work from anywhere. We also do all the add-ons, I just mentioned in my 60 seconds, the things like the on hold, that's AI generated now, which is really good. Call recording, that sort of stuff, anything like that. Connectivity is the second point that we use. That's internet services. Okay, we do business grade internet services. So anything from a real basic business internet up to a fully dedicated managed lease line. Okay, so if you're a small business with 4 or 5 people in an office, we can provide a solution. For a large business, we need, or even a smaller business doing a lot of data stuff, we can provide dedicated fibre optic internet. Even when people say, oh, we haven't got fibre in our area, you're talking about the public fibre network, okay? We also can provide private fibre. We can get you fibre wherever you are. If you've got an office in the middle of the field, I can get you fibre there. Okay, it's different between the public internet, which you advertise on telly, and the private internet that we supply. We also can get internet services from a wider range of suppliers as well. Okay, so we don't just use the ones that everyone's heard of, like BT and Vodafone and TalkTalk. We also use small companies like Glide Networks, City Fibre, G Networks. There are loads of different ones. We have independent wholesaler agreements with them as well. Mobile. Using your business mobile, most of you run your businesses through your mobiles. We provide all the major networks, O2, Vodafone, EE and 3. We can provide them on most businesses now, to be honest, take them on SIM only. Okay, we can supply hardware. As always, people keep their phones now a lot longer than they used to. So most people just generally come to us for SIM only agreements, and we can provide those. Mobiles is hugely complicated. There are so many tariffs and changes and things like that going on all the time. It's really hard to keep on top of, but we can do that. The fourth part of our service was networks. Okay, so that's the infrastructure. That's the cabling that sits in the walls. When you go into offices and you see the data cabinets, with all those funny kind of wired in, we do all that stuff, and we run all those services as well. The fibre optic, we install our own. We terminate and install all our own fibre optic networks as well. It's quite specialist. We do all that sort of stuff. So the fifth thing, the exclusive reveal. Okay. Managed IT support. Okay. Over the last 6 months, we've been going through the process of gaining our Microsoft certifications. It's fair to say it's taken, there's a lot more to it than we thought. It's taken a lot longer than we thought it was going to take. But we're now on the verge now to bring this service into the market. Providing Microsoft 365 licensing, Teams, Azure Cloud, Defender, as well as more specialist sort of security products like Sophos and Barracuda and things like that. IT support now is 99% about keeping your data safe. Okay. Very rarely actually does IT go wrong, as in so the support of IT is actually quite low. It's very much more about data security, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. So why have we done this? Well, to be frank, we kind of had to. There used to be a massive divide between what IT was over here and telecoms was over here. Those two things have been getting closer and closer and closer together, especially since the advent of VoIP. Your phone's running over an internet service. Inevitably, these two things have come together.
We used to work with quite a lot of IT companies. We would do their phones for them if they didn't want to do them. And likewise, we didn't do IT support, so we would kind of pass things over. That's got into decline now. That kind of passing of the business has not happened. And the reason for that, things like Skype for Business, as it was, and Teams and Cisco WebEx and that sort of thing, basically those two things have really kind of come together now. And a lot of the IT companies that didn't do voice are now doing voice. You know? So basically we had to make the decision, so we have to expand the business into that market. Otherwise, if we don't, we're just going to find a large part of our customer base getting eroded by the IT companies coming in and kind of nicking that business, if you like. So we've had to upskill, get into new, do our own training, do our own certifications, and we're actually going to be bringing in some more people to manage that IT support side of things. So that's pretty much what we do. Who we do it for, or why you would choose us. That we're completely independent. Okay, so we don't have affiliations to any particular product supplier. The knowledge that we've been doing this 20 years. I've seen so many of the latest, greatest technologies come and go, but we've been around the block enough to know, what's going to stick and what's going to be needed. The value of what we do, we're not the cheapest by any means. We don't pretend to be. That's not to say reassuringly expensive. Looks like Stella Artois, wasn't it? It's kind of like where we sit in the middle ground. If someone is just after the cheapest possible service, we're probably not the right people for you. But we can mix and match services to get you the best overall, the best value. I'd say we definitely reside with that. We're honest about what we do. There's a load of shysters in this business. But I sleep well at night. The business is mature enough now that we don't need to screw people over to get business. We're pretty honest about what we do. And in an industry full of skullduggery, we keep that. We don't get involved in that. So who can we help? Almost any business who needs quality IT support, internet, mobile. If you can show me a business that doesn't use internet, then that's probably not a potential customer of ours. But if you know a business that uses internet, that uses telephones, that uses those sort of services, which is most of them. Where we look for business, West End to South End, Essex and London primarily, because that's where it's practical. We do need to install, we need to have engineers on the ground. We do look after, like for instance, we look after Renault all over the UK. Okay, but obviously that's a scalable business and that's worthwhile for us. It wouldn't be worthwhile us going to Manchester to do 2 phones, We could do, it would be far more expensive than someone local to Manchester doing it, okay? So we need to be practical about that. And the only other thing is that some of the businesses we work with, we do not do domestic services, okay? It's not that we're trying to be difficult, so there are different suite of services for domestic customers to what businesses are. So we're really looking for 5 users and upwards. A business with 5 people in, or 5 connections, should we say, 5 devices, that's what we're looking for to support. So a business with 5 and upwards, up to about 100, that's probably about as far as we want to go. Beyond that, it starts getting a bit more complicated for other reasons. That's it, that's who we are, that's what we do, that's where we do it, that's why we do it. And that's it, thank you very much.
Thanks, Stu. Excellent as ever. Can I open for questions? I think James first, followed by John.
Into this line of business in the very first place?
Brett had it. I was in the investment banking. I was at Merrill Lynch in the city. Brett had a history in this business. And when he basically made London to Telewest, he said, I've got this idea to start a business, first time I'm going to go at that. And I knew it, and that was it basically. It's a long story cut short, I'll tell you the longer version.
Was that Extel?
That's it, sorry?
Was that Extel?
Yes, that's right, ex-Telewest, that's what that came from.
Of course.
Who's next, John?
Are you going to be certified on Microsoft Teams?
We will be, yes. That's not a referral yet.
No, it's not a referral. It's some information.
Oh, okay.
So if you want an intercom system, I'll go do more for Teams.
No question?
Any further questions?
In terms of the IT services, presumably it's not going to go into the I want to buy a laptop or a PC. It's just going to be the support and the software, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. The hardware market. Firstly, to be frank, there's no money in it. Okay. There's so many good websites now where like eBuy or whatever, where you can go and buy. So we'll be able to advise. Someone comes to us and says, "This is our need." We'll advise on specification. There's no point us buying it to resell it to you unless you're talking about a large volume. If you're talking about a couple of years, it's just not.
Next question, please. And down the front.
Yeah, it's sort of pretty much the same question as Paul's. Other than, I know a business that leases laptops. That would be a useful contact for you. Potentially.
Okay, well, thank you. That was terrific as usual. Well done. Really good presentation. Which means we move into another interactive part of the meeting with referrals and testimonial section. As usual, we will begin with Paul, work our way around the room, stand up and announce which opportunities we have to share, which business we've done, etc. So over to you, Paul.
Yeah, well done, Toby. Thank you for that. As always, I have thank you mails for ex-member Scott and Melissa, and a referral for
Still funny, isn't it? 20 years on.
Yeah. It's about to get funnier. That was great, Stuart.
Is it?
Yep.
I'll give it.
Despite my initial thoughts for the mess-up. I've got the one for Paul Booth.
Oh, is it?
Who said my class and business.
Mine off as we're going around. It's for James. For a referral on a sure I've got one step up email. Already? Okay, so it's done. It's all in hand.
Regular meeting, good 2 minutes there, Stuart. I'm just working on something for one of the members. If it comes through, I'll give it a referral. So yeah, thank you. That's all for this week.
I think I've heard most of your 20 now. But it's good meeting. See you next Thursday.
Sweet. Well done, Stuart. Well done, Toby. I've got nothing to give out. See you next week. I'll meet you afterwards.
Thank you, Tony, for your great Ed slot, and Steve. Really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. As many of you know, I'm a bit pedantic when it comes to bad grammar and typos, and I started the Grammar Police Facebook group 4 years ago. It took 4 years to get to 1,000 members, but since last Monday, we're now up to 13,500. I don't know how it's happened, but 12,500 people have joined the group, so help.
Trouble is, a lot of them are American. They don't.
Oh, bloody Americans, they're just idiots.
Thank you.
No offence.
Toby, great Ed slot. Lovely to see everyone. Stuart's helped us out with various things along the way, phones, and we are essentially being a guinea pig for you. And we're very excited to sort of simplify that, put it all under one roof, and we know that the LG Network team are brilliant at helping and responding, and yeah, really looking forward to that. So. I have a gift that keeps on giving. Shit.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good job.
Thanks.
That's for Mike.
It's not a history. You
Is
didn't
that-
read it.
And that's actually for you and Paul. Corrigan, one-to-ones. But you can decide.
Great Ed slot, Toby. Thank you. Sure. Great 2 minutes. Couple for Paul, just for the care home group and Howard Association. There's one text. Thank you. Great meeting. I'll see you all next week.
Right, that's a lot, Toby, and I love that 10 minutes. I'm gutted I didn't know you about a year ago. Honestly, I've had nightmares with my telephone provider. It all seems to be sorted now, but Yeah, that's it, really. Right, I've got a few here. One for Mike. It's quality, Mike. That was. I woke up Saturday quite sore, and James as well. Scott, website maintenance. And also from Matt as well to take over on media side. And also testimonial for Vince. And stickers. Once again, mate. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Feeling around six.
Yes.
That is what prepared.
I'll take it home.
Yeah, great slot, and we've had the pleasure of working with you quite a bit, which is nice. And yeah, great, everything was great. I've got one-to-one for Scott and John for Airsoft on Father's Day, which was lovely. Apart from I now look like I've got chicken pox and little spots everywhere when I got hit. That's it. Have a great week. I'm not here next week, but I'll be here the week after. See you later.
Yeah, we're going to tell you back in that. Stuart, always amazed. We're probably your smallest customer, I guess, here, and we're always proud of it. But if staff look after us, if they're the biggest customer, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm talking about big enough. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Continued support. Couple of referrals on today, just spoken about, could be really good, might be a nightmare. After Paul Booth, just got a possession of property and they're all looking to sell it. I've got to get a tenant out first, I've got the order to get back. So I think next bit I've got to go around with the boys and just take the money for ex-member Kim.
Really good presentation. Watched all 20 of those. Always contenders for the presentations of the year. Very well. Thanks to those of you who, following my requests on email and WhatsApp, have potentially bought me some cardboard boxes. It's to build cardboard castles with Scouts, and one of those requests, Toby said to me, "You can have these boxes if you want to buy what's in them." So I've bought what's in them, and I've now got some boxes to collect. But if anyone has remembered to bring me, yes, it's right. If anyone's bought any cardboard, I'm parked just out there. Perhaps after the meeting, we'll switch over. That is really, really appreciated.
Thank you, my name. I had this bathroom today, so see you all next week.
Yeah, great technicals. I've got some information for you. That's an intercom that's meant to work with Microsoft Teams. It works as long as you don't bring them. But you need the intercom on the door. Okay? That should work. And unfortunately, I won't see you all next week because Monday, Tuesday I'm in Jersey, Wednesday I'm in Belgium, Thursday and Friday I'm in Amsterdam.
Stuart, fantastic. Toby, thanks for doing this lot. I've got nothing else to say. Any offers, anyone, I always email them afterwards, but if anyone wants any questions or has any questions, then please email. Thank you.
Yeah, good meeting. Thanks, Toby, for the football. Any good 10 minutes. So one's gone until point. The banana liqueur shot that at the end of the night, at the end of the meeting, wasn't the best idea. It's one-to-one, also it's a friend of Mike. He took some shots to a friend of mine who's a DJ. Terrible music, but he calls himself a DJ. And he's so happy with them, really, really pleased. So it's great. And then I thank you the money with for Franny. See you next week.
I was meant to have a visitor coming today who confirmed last night that he is a builder, roofer, so he'll probably turn up in a couple of hours and want a cup of tea. So, Andy, congratulations. Just grab a one-to-one with you. Finally got paid by NatWest, so there's a thank you for the money for ex-member Sarah. Only 4 weeks late they paid me. Typical. I have got a referral for Matt for
Leanne, our agency. I've got a referral for Matt that I'm going to put you in touch with Richard. I've got a referral for Scott for a potential collaboration done. A referral for Vince for some training stuff. A referral to Chris for a trip for my wife's birthday to Seville.
Anything else? What's the for you?
I've got a couple here. What have I got? Oh, Blake, thank you for my parcel loader. Great 10 minutes. Well done, Howard. And yes, Scott's all right. Oh, I'm have a quick word with you after about Jane.
Yes.
Congratulations, Andy. But it's not Toby and it's, yeah, really quite interesting. It's only me, so I can't go through it yet.
Hey, well, know someone.
And I'll see you all next week.
Great, Ed Slot. Yeah, great 10 minutes, and you obviously helped sort out my network. And I was arguing with a lender in Dubai on Tuesday night at bedtime with a 3-year-old. He wasn't very impressed with me arguing with a lender whilst trying to put him to bed, but it kind of worked. So yeah, the connectivity is amazing. Although technically VoIP is legal in Dubai, but we'll go over that one.
That's illegal there as well.
Well, it's voice over, yeah, anything like that, but VPN works. Yeah, I've got a couple of thank you for the monies to do, but my head isn't quite here as I have been here less than 12 hours, so I will sort all of that out for next week. John, we've got a meeting to get in the diary, and Jane, thank you for sorting out my mum going to see you. And yeah, I'll get some one-to-ones in when my brain is back in the country. So I will see you next week.
Yeah. Last but not least, thank you, Tony, for kicking us off in style. Stuart, really well done. Also for branching out into a new territory because you saw the lay of the land. Microsoft expert. Apple.
Yes,
Keep me informed. Free printer inks, if they fit your printer, we've changed printer and they no longer fit ours, so please do have a look in case it's of use. Cookery course and afternoon tea this Sunday. I've got 2 spaces if anybody wants a bargain. Please let me know. It's this Sunday at 2:30. You cook and then you eat it, but it'll be delicious. Synergy meeting after, and the topic is, it doesn't matter whether you enjoy your job or not, as long as it's well paid. Discuss. And then finally, Matt, could I book a one-to-one with you, please, dear? Thank you, everybody.
That's all.
Sorry?
If that's all complete.
Well, these bills sensitive on.
Well, he ain't will know.
There's the van still there.
I've seen it. Do you want to go and check
He snuck out and drove away.
Oh, did
He definitely isn't.
No, it's fine. I think they're cool.
So it's been there a while if we hadn't. Don't want to think about that. One sandwich. I give it 10 minutes.
I'm aware that we're on video and I knew he was going to sneak out. Yeah, he has an appointment to get to at 8 or leaving here at 8. So I don't want to make a noise. I'm going to sneak to the loo and sneak out. So that's that. Right. Do we have a speaker's prize?
Yes.
Then come up and make a draw from Terry's collection.
Well done, David. Yeah.
I'm probably not the fruit. From Matt Barry.
Last time I learned from him as well, he gave me a speaker.
It is, and then speaks. I don't know. I don't get too excited about
Okay, next part on our agenda is the referral reality check, looking back at referrals passed at the previous meeting just to see what they have transformed themselves into. The first is from Aidan Stuart for telephone services.
Yeah, that's for adding a SIM to his account, which we have to get it though. So yeah.
Fantastic. Good, 1 out of 1. From Toby to Brian, Smoker will confirm and pass on details.
No, because he says no, not ready.
Ready.
Not ready.
Enjoying it too much right now. I'm ready for it to be deadly.
And the next one in the list from last week, from myself to David, easiest referral ever, this one. Ex-member Paul DeLue logged into VForms, filled out the referral as me, sent it to David, and it turns out that he was things today, and it's a really good job for the school.
So he knows the password.
He knows the password. I even stuck the extra points for that cheap free referral. Good, mate. So there we go. Quick referral reality check done. Now, that means, before I finish today's meeting, we have announcements, reminders, and special reports. So, does anybody have anything they would like to declare? Matt.
Yes, I arranged the EDF trip to the cricket on the 11th. I understand there might be some spare tickets, plus I can't actually remember who I invited or who said yes. So I might be there by myself, but I think there are spare tickets at Park Cove. So anyone's
The aforementioned Mr. Blue may be taking my tickets. If that's okay with other he's going to confirm today.
I've got
up you get.
Sweet sake. I thought I'd just go through what everyone's got. Ben, he's got the best team of the group, Georgia. Scott, you've got Portugal. I've got Turkey, unfortunately. Blake, Italy. John, Scotland. Neil, Czech Republic. Vincent, you've got Croatia. Please. Dave, you've got Slovenia. Andy's got Austria. Mike's got Serbia. Brian's got Spain. Great team, Brian. Stuart's got Ukraine. Howard's got Denmark. Matt's got Holland. Clara's got Belgium. Good team. Jane's got Slovakia. Ian's got Germany. Great team. Toby's got Hungary and Romania.
Nothing.
James has got Albania. Terry's got France.
No,
you got England, was it?
England, yeah.
Oh, I think you said France.
No, England.
Ah, right, okay, hold on.
Who's got France?
No one.
You shouldn't have corrected him.
I'll take another one.
Then again, yeah.
Taylor's got Switzerland. So that means in this three here, there's France. So there's three left. If anyone can follow up a tenner.
What are the other two then?
Well, it'd be France.
You said that Portugal.
Portugal.
Lithuania.
Yeah. No, I'll take another
The cows are playing.
Austria.
See what you did.
Oh, no. It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
Hungary. Poland. Is that? Yeah, Poland.
You've only got 1 in 3 chance, really.
Poland, France, and that was actually still in there. Yeah. Oh, I'll find out the other ones.
Australia.
Australia.
Well, they're in the Euro region.
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah, quick recap of what you've done today in terms of business. So just under £4,500 worth of business and 17 business opportunities. It could be worth very little, it could be worth a great deal. Thanks, mate.
Right, well I think that is it then for the formal part of this morning's meeting. If we could get ourselves together and those who are planning to come along and attend Jane's Synergy meeting, we will convene outside in the glorious sun. Otherwise, thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed today's meeting. Please don't forget to comment and take part in the blog when it's published. Thank you very much. See you all next week.
Well done.